Hello, bus video number 3. I put some roofing on. We finished all of the insulation for the roof all the way front to back. So we started with this wainscoting beadboard. We put strapping straight to these studs, strapping going the opposite way, and ran the beadboard through via brad nails and some screws at some key points all the way down the end to where the high roof starts to drop up here. It got a little tricky, so we had to do a seam, and a seam, and a seam, because it drops and it cups there weird, and it made, the more that this bent, because this is a different radius than this, the more that this bent, it would pick up on this one and it would like push it up. So we had to do that. I wonder if you can see these lines. This is how you get the foam to bend around that curve, is you cut it like at 1 inch all the way up. I think I'll put a little video on the end to show, because I made it and never put it on, but I also realized that it might be slightly confusing why I live in Massachusetts and I only did 1 inch insulation, because kinda I'm hoping not to live in Massachusetts anymore. So if I wanted to be in cold weather, I would have went thicker, but I don't really like snow and cold. So that's why I only did 1 inch. I also found out that the emergency windows do this, which is pretty awesome, because there's gonna, especially right here, this is where our dinette is gonna be. There'll be a seat there and a seat there, so those will flip out. So it's like picnicking. I also moved the heater. The heater was like right here and here. So all it is these two tubes. I had to get more like PEX couplings, brass couplings, because it's coolant, and cut the hose, extend it, and cut back there and shorten it so I can move it over. So this will be right under the seat. The seat will be like right here, and this is the in and the out is underneath. It just blows heat out from under it. So this seat will have to be open, but this one will be just closed in. We got the 3/4 inch Super Duty good plywood for that. Cabinet grade wonderfulness. So I'm friction fitting the insulation. This one is a little loose, but I think it'll work anyways. I'll just show how it gets done. Cut the piece to size so it squeezes in there, and to get it to bend around the curve, you have to score the upside real thin where you want the major bend part to be, which is like here. And then not so thin up here. And before you put it in place, you should crack them so that they bend easier and they won't just snap all the way through on like every other. And it does leave a small gap, but not a big gap that anybody really should care about. Because if you really wanted to block in all the heat or keep out the heat, you would get rid of all your windows. And nobody wants to live in a cave, because if they did, then we never would have evolved. Let's be cavemen. So it fits like that, and it bends right around the curvature of the bus. See you next time.